Okay, so for this video, we're going to go into the game day toolkit. We're going to talk about study skills, and specifically the takeaway from this video is this template called the SQ3R study template. This isn't something I created. I just wanted to share it with you in the Promotion Playbook, and it can be really helpful to apply. So a lot of times the written test is something that is often overlooked in preparing for an assessment center. And so if you remember the 4 skills of the game day toolkit, which is part of the Promotion Playbook, there is study skills. So study, speak, write, and application. So you have to know how to study, you have to know how to speak, you have to know how to write well, and then the application is that bucket for everything else. So there's a couple guidelines in here. So this first guideline is some preparation tips, just something to read through and think about as you're getting ready for your written test. And then you have the game day guidelines. So these are just some guidelines to go through before the written test so that you're confident and you give yourself the best chance of success. Some guidelines are here. And then here's the study template, the SQ3R. And the source of this, it's cited in the reference section. So again, I didn't create this idea. I'm just sharing it. And so it's a strategy that, if you think about it, sometimes it's hard to actively read. A mistake that I've made in the past with promotional tests that I was not successful on was that I bought the study guide and just kind of used that as a supplement for reading the text. So I learned the importance of reading the entirety of the textbooks that are required for the test, and being very thorough with that. The test that I was successful on, the 2 of the tests I was successful on to date, was I read the book cover to cover several times. I think it was at least 3 times. These are pretty thick textbooks too, and highlighted it and took notes and actively went through it. And then I also did the study guides at the end of each chapter. So it can be helpful to read a chapter, take the tests that are part of the study guide. And if you don't score, say 80 or 90%, go back, read it again, take the test again. And it's this interactive process with the content. Instead of just trying to read the material and falling asleep on it, you want to engage with it and actively read through it. So the step 1 is to survey the information. Step 2 is questions, as you generate some questions about what the text covers and what you want to know about it. Step 3 is to actually read through it. So you've already surveyed it, you've got the questions, and then as you're reading, you know what you're looking for. You're looking for your questions, and you also have an outline of it. And then recite. It's kind of like you understand it you understand it well enough that you can summarize the text. And then the 5th part is then you can review it again. And this is how this template works. So it's a 1-page template. It is in the Promotion Playbook. You can make copies, or you can go on the website, get this template, and then print it out and just use it every time you go through a chapter. So here's the survey. What's the topic of the text? How is it organized? Are there pictures or graphics used? A lot of times the fire service books will have a lot of pictures and tables and charts and things like that. So during the survey, it's good to go through that and just kind of look at the layout of everything. Then here's a spot to write down 3 questions about the text that you'd like to find out while reading it. Then you read through it, looking for these answers and paying attention to the layout. And then here you can write a short summary of the text. And then the final part is you answer your 3 questions from above. That's the part of review, is that you actually answer your questions. So here's the questions, here's the answers, and here's the process of learning and understanding it. There is, I don't know the exact study, but I know that there's studies that have been done that say if you listen to material, you only comprehend it. You'll only remember like 20 or 30% of it, if that. And then if you actually listen and write down the material, it brings up your retention to like 70 or 80%. Again, that's not the exact numbers, but the point is that when you write something down, the process of writing things down helps to really solidify the learning process. And so reading it's one thing, But if you're reading it and you're writing, it engages the muscle memory, and it makes you think about it more to put those thoughts into words that you write down. And so as you read through, I encourage you to use this tool. This tool is helpful. If not, just make your own notes. You can use flashcards. You can use a lot of different things, but this is the part of the toolkit to help you prepare for the written exam. There's 2 guidelines, and then the study template is the tools that are here. And there's really no substitute for reading the text and doing the work of reading through it, but these can help as a supplement. So thanks for watching. If you like these videos, if you got some value out of it, I appreciate comments. Subscribe to the channel, and also reach out if you have any questions or comments, or if you don't have the book, go to Amazon and you can get the book soon. Right now, it's not officially up. I'm in the final process, but when you watch this video, it should be available there. And there will also be a website that has all these templates and everything that'll be available. So in the meantime, you can message me. I can send you a copy of this, and I wish you the best. Thank you.